Flint knapping is the term that refers to the manufacture of stone points. Knapping, K-N-A-P, is an ancient Germanic word that means to snap or to break, and it really originates from the production of gun flints. In our area, we have coastal plains chert that comes in huge boulders, and so it's a matter of reducing that down to a functional size. And we take copper mallets. You can use steel, but it tends to cause micro fractures in the stone. The copper is much more conducive to getting good rock. Flaking is simply taking the proper tool and the proper surface on that rock, striking that proper surface with the tool and peeling a layer of that rock off. The reason that you use chert is because it has a high silica content and you can control how it breaks. If you can control how it breaks, you can shape it into anything you want to. This is an Aboriginal toolkit right here. It is identical to the one that the Iceman Otzi had when they found him in the Alps. The essential point is you've got to have a striking platform that sometimes occurs naturally or sometimes you have to create using your tools. And when you hit that striking platform with your antler billet, it shaves off flakes, and you simply repeat that process. One of the important points also is to provide support to that stone, because as hard as it is to believe, stone is elastic. It has some bending qualities, but it will only bend to a certain point. And when you bring that hammer blow down on that point, you can see in slow motion that that point gives all over. But if you let it give too much, it's going to fly into pieces. So striking platform is important. The finishing process is one of the more tedious. You've got that stone down to something as thin as a typical piece of cardboard. But it's still not functional until you take a pressure flaker made out of antler or copper and go down those edges to achieve not only symmetry, but also an edge that is sharp. And then you use that same tool to make the notches on that point. You can do a center notch, you can do a side notch, you can do a basal notch, and that is what you use to haft that weapon to some sort of shaft. So my focus all along has been to create a finished product that looks like an artifact. And the artifacts that you find here are made out of coastal plains chert. And so when I get through with my finished product, I like to lay it down beside an artifact and hope that they look exactly the same. I think the Rochto collection is a great example of good practice. Most people who find arrowheads tend to put them in a shoebox and put them in a closet. And Dr. Rochto did not do that. They are on public display. People can learn from them. I certainly have. So I think that people whose hobby is looking for arrowheads can do the public a great service if they will share those.